You're watching NFL Daily by Chat Sports. I am Tom Downey here with some Odell Beckham destinations. Where could arguably the top NFL free agent go next? He remains unsigned and is unlikely to be cleared in time for week 1 of the NFL season, which could cause him to wait longer and longer. I had thought OBJ would have signed by now. He has not, which makes it curious where he ends up going. Because of that ACL tear, it does bring down the value that he had begun to redeem and rehab and rejuvenate with the Rams. 2021 was not great overall with the Rams and with the Browns, but just the Rams. If you go to the playoffs, he began to play better. The Rams and Beckham in the postseason really began to mesh and gel and work. And I wonder if the Rams win the title without Odell Beckham, although you can say about a lot of different players on that team and how close a lot of those games were. The issue for OBJ is this. The prime OBJ, Giants OBJ, not that guy anymore. He has not produced the same level of production that we've seen. Those first 3 years out of Odell Beckham were if not the best, one of the best 3-year runs to begin an NFL career. It was spectacular how great he was. Since then, those numbers have not been remotely the same. Before we get to my top 10 destinations, let's bring back our favorite question here, or one of our favorite questions at Chat Sports. Would you sign Odell Beckham? Type in OBJ for yes or no BJ for no. All right, number 10, the New Orleans Saints. And this one's been out there because Jarvis Landry, OBJ's good buddies, like, we should sign him and tweeting, etc., blah, blah, blah. It's the Saints are bringing back all the former LSU Tigers. I get that. Problem is this. Is receiver actually a need for this organization? I don't know that it is. The team, from where they were this time versus last year versus now, 180. You've got Michael Thomas, Chris Olave, Traquan Smith, Jarvis Landry, Marquez Callaway, Deontay Hardy. As your top 6 receivers, that's actually really good if Thomas is healthy. And Olave's your vertical threat. Landry's in the slot. The receiving room for New Orleans is no longer a major need. Now, could OBJ go rogue and say, that team didn't need a receiver like they did with the Rams last year? Yes. Is that the most likely outcome? I kind of don't think so. So I wanted to mention the Saints because of the Louisiana connection. I don't think that's where he ends up. I've got 9 more teams, as you can tell, but I want to hear your predictions right now. Where do you think Odell Beckham will end up signing? This question is our pinned comment on today's video. So if the ad break comes on YouTube, take advantage of it. Head down there and let me know. Number 9, the deep sleeper, the Seattle Seahawks. And yes, they've signed Marquise Goodwin. I am unconvinced he even makes the 53-man roster. Seattle's on this list because allegedly they had interest last year as an organization. Although I think heavily that was done in large part because of Russell Wilson. Denver does not need a receiver. They did not make this list. Wouldn't this be wild? And what an indictment it would be against Baker Mayfield, by the way. Number 8, the Cleveland Browns. OBJ wasn't great for Cleveland. This production in 29 games was like his first 3 years individual production in Cleveland. And there has been some buzz about, OBJ going back to the Browns, play with Watson. They are 8 because I think it's unlikely. Amari Cooper's the number 1. Great trade, by the way. DPJ, primed for a breakout year. David Bell, Anthony Schwartz, Jakeem Grant offer speed and or slot ability. I don't love the Browns receiving core, but in theory, by the time OBJ is back, you've probably got David Bell upping his play. So I don't think the Browns are a prime destination, but they did crack our top 10. We are on Rumble, and this video was filmed live on Rumble exclusively as part of NFL Daily After Hours. If you want more exclusive content and you're watching on YouTube, go follow us, rumble.com/NFL. If you're watching on Rumble, hit that green button and subscribe right now. Number 7, the Las Vegas Raiders. I know that there are some Raiders fans who want another receiver. I am unconvinced it's that big of a need. You break the bank in a good way for Davante Adams. Love that move. You have Hunter Renfrow. You have Demarcus Robinson, who could be your number 2, quote-unquote. But remember, there's Renfrow and Darren Waller. Those 3 guys with Adams, Renfrow, and Waller, those 3 are going to get the bulk of your targets. How much do you want to have OBJ potentially raising and throwing a fit when he's not getting targets because Carr, understandably, is throwing balls at Davante Adams? That's the red flag for me. Number 6, the Tennessee Titans. One of my favorite dark horse fits for OBJ. You trade away A.J. Brown, acquire Treylon Burks. Cool, I get that. Robert Woods, ironically from the Rams last year too, coming off injury. Your other options beyond those 2 are Nick Westbrook-Akina and Dez Fitzpatrick and Racey McMath and rookie Kyle Phillips. I don't love that group. I really don't. Because of that, I would love to add Odell Beckham. I do wonder how much the Titans want to throw the football around. I think a Woods-Beckham-Burks trio is highly appealing, and the Titans are all in right now. I think they should explore it more than I think they will. We want you guys to subscribe to our 2 main platforms right now. That is YouTube and Rumble. So if you haven't already subbed to YouTube, hit that big red button. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. Free content on both YouTube and on Rumble. Make sure you follow us over there, rumble.com/NFL Daily. We appreciate everyone's support here as we attempt to continue to grow at Chat Sports. Number 5, the Patriots, consistently linked to Odell Beckham, but they've added receivers as of late. And had we done this list before free agency, or even in the middle of it, Patriots might have been like number 3. But they have since traded for Devontae Parker and drafted Tyquan Thornton in the 2nd round with Jacoby Myers, Nelson Aguilar, Kendrick Bourne, all with various levels of good play and or investment. I'm not sure how it all fits together, so the Patriots check in at only number 5. The Bears at number 4. I think OBJ wants to play for a better team, but I hate the Bears receiving core, to be honest. Darnell Mooney, good football player. He's a 2. Velus Jones, the Bears love him. I am unconvinced. But beyond that, it's cast-offs who did not produce with better QBs in Byron Pringle and EQ St. Brown. It's busts in guys like Dante Pettis and remember the fan stepper on Tajay Sharp. It's just not a good room. Adding OBJ once he's healthy would benefit the Bears, and it helps Justin Fields. And that is something the Bears should have done a better job of this offseason. I want you to play doctor. Not like that, though. The medical, not just... Okay. What week will OBJ be healthy? Make your predictions for me in the comment section. What week will OBJ return to the field? I don't think it's week 1, but I want to make sure your predictions in the comments right now. Top 3, and I love this top 3 here. The Baltimore Ravens. I know some Ravens fans are like, yeah, but we got James Prochet and Tylan Wallace. And, yeah, exactly. Half your receiving core are undrafted free agents. I think Rashad Bateman's going to break out this year. I really do. You trade away Marquise Brown, and you have not replaced him. How about you get Odell Beckham and actually give Lamar Jackson some better playmakers at wide receiver? Number 2, the Green Bay Packers. And I know the Packers drafted Christian Watson in round 2 and Romeo Doubs in round 4. I would put this receiving core up against any NFL teams as the worst one. Allen Lazard, okay, he ain't special. He should not be your number 1. Watson has immense upside, but he's got drops and route running issues. He might not be a star in week 1. Randall Cobb, he sucked last year. Amari Rodgers, Romeo Doubs, Samori Toure, these guys are not proven talents at all. Rodgers didn't even play last year, Amari. Sammy Watkins has one good year or one good game every year. He's not a reliable option. He's even guaranteed a roster spot. Green Bay needs Odell Beckham. Because if you want to win football games, sign him. Put him on your roster. Get him back for week 7, 8, whatever, just in time for your playoff stretch, and let Rodgers and OBJ ball out together. Curious how you guys vote on this one. Is OBJ still a true number 1 wide receiver? Get those answers and be honest with me. Not is he top 32, is he a number 1? That is a different role than just being top 32. Y for yes or N for no. At number 1, it is still the LA Rams. I believe Sean McVay when he says he wants Odell Beckham back on our team. Quote, "Oh, of course, I really want Odell back on our team. He's a guy that in a short amount of time, we were able to develop a very special relationship. Thought he brought a great spark to our team. Thought he played really well. He's a great teammate." Now, I did not buy the OBJ to the Rams storyline last year because they had a bunch of options, and they still do. Cooper Kupp, the most underpaid receiver in the NFL, maybe. At least the guys not on their first contracts. Allen Robinson, they've spent second-round picks on Van Jefferson and Tutu Atwell. Receivers not a need, but they want OBJ back. I am inclined to believe them when that is said. So who ends up signing OBJ? I had the Rams at number 1. Do you agree or disagree with me? Type in R for the Rams or type in O for other. Remember, bonus points if you let me know which NFL team you think ends up signing him.